Renee Fouché here. Hey guys! All right, hey guys, Renee Fouché here, and just shooting a quick video to send out to you guys, essentially because I just had some things on my mind that I kind of wanted to go over, kind of talk about. Um, I posted a picture a little bit earlier on my Instagram, and it was a picture that I had found online, and it was talking about some of the most successful people and how many times folks said no to them. But it brought to mind a couple of things. And if you see, you probably can't see on my board, it's probably backward unless I'm able to kind of get that to spin when I edit this video. But basically, on my board here in my home office, it says there are only two options. You can win or you can quit. Okay, so essentially today, my message to you is just kind of letting you know that you have the option. You know, we're coming down to the end of the year. There's only like 50 days until Christmas. You know, just short of 60 days left of 2013. And I want you to reflect back on where you were at this time in 2012. All of the plans and things that you said that you were going to do. And a lot of times when it comes down to this time of the year, it's like, oh, I'm just going to leave it for the new year. I'm going to leave it because it's going to be my New Year's resolution. And in 2014, that's going to be my year. Right? You said that. And it's unfortunate that folks start giving up on themselves at the end of the year. They're like, oh, it's the holidays, and this is going on, and that's going on, and, you know, so 2014, I'm going to get it, right? And then a year from now, you're going to really wish that you made a decision to start toward your dreams today. So I'm going to try to check it out. I've been doing a little bit of Instagram marketing, which is actually pretty fun. I didn't realize how fun it was. And I've learned quite a few cool new things. So for those of you that are business owners, stay tuned. I'm probably going to do a training on that coming up soon. I partner up with some other folks that are really, really smart with Instagram. And we're going to talk about how you can actually build your business, build your following, get leads, just playing around on Instagram all day. Because a lot of times we're doing stuff that we're making stuff way too complicated. But anyway, let's get back to this question. And I'm going to squint a little bit. You guys don't make fun of me, okay? But basically, it talks about Howard Schultz. And if you were on my list, you would have received an email about this earlier today because I thought it was a really valiant and important point that we need to push across. I need you guys to really sit and think about what it is you're doing. Like, how many things have you started and quit? How many things? And it doesn't have to be about business. It could be in your life. It could be in the discipline of your children. Maybe you are trying out something with your kids and then it doesn't work. You do it once or twice, it doesn't work, and you quit, right? Or maybe it's in your relationship. Maybe you have a relationship, it didn't work out quite the way you wanted. You know, it wasn't the fantasy. My son is trying to creep into the video. It's a little bit creepy. It wasn't the fantasy that you expected it to be, and you quit, right? We've all been there, done that, okay? I first came online and started learning about internet marketing back in 2008. 2008, guys. It's been a long time that I have been building myself online and building my knowledge base. It's been a long time, folks. And you know what? During that time, I've quit several times. You know, I run a campaign, I do something, I'm working on a project, it doesn't quite get what I want, and I quit, right? Now, what was interesting to me, okay, stop it, baby, before you fall. What was interesting to me was that there were folks that got started with me back then, 2008, and they didn't quit. They stayed focused and they kept doing what it was that we were learning and teaching and implementing and supposed to be practicing consistently, and they stayed consistent. So while I allowed other people to kind of divert me from my dreams, distract me from my purpose of why I knew I was here, you know, I've always kind of known that I was here to make changes. You know, in middle school, I was the one that petitioned to get new lunches just because I didn't like the lunch that they had serving when I moved here. right? I moved down here and I didn't like the lunch. And so here I was, the new girl on the block in the school, and I didn't like the lunch, and I figured out what it took to change the lunch, and I took action and I made the change, right? I moved away, I moved back. They had all kinds of activities. I wanted to be on a step team. I wanted to have a step team. They didn't have a step team. They were like, step what? What does that mean? Right? And I was the one that organized and created a step team. And now what's funny is that now in my city, pretty much every school has a step team. Back then, nobody had any step teams. They didn't even know what stepping was, right? So I always knew that I was a little bit different from everybody else. And I knew that I was here for a purpose, and it was to implement change. It was to help people realize that they did not have to accept the status quo where they were, that they could, in fact, make changes in life. So I always knew that. Yet, when it got a little bit too hard, a little too difficult, it didn't go as easy as I was accustomed to things going for me, I quit, right? And so those people that remain consistent are now making a significant amount of money, very different from what I'm making right now, right? $80,000 a month, $100,000 a month, $40,000 a month. Crazy, right? Consistency. And people look at them and say, well, you were broke and now you made it. Why can't I be broke and now I make it? Oh, it's only for certain people. Yeah, it's only for the people that don't quit, right? Because there's two choices in life. It's you can either win or you can quit. Now, how many times have you chosen quitting instead? How many times? Let's be honest. It's just me and you here. How many times have you chosen to quit instead of win? Because those are really the only two options, right? Let me talk to you about a couple of folks here. Howard Schultz. Now, if he had given up after being turned down by the bank 242 times, 242 times he took his idea to try to get funding for it. 242. Guys, he was turned down 242 times, yet and still, many of you still drink Starbucks. Why? Because he did not quit. He knew that his option was only to win. And now all around the country, all around the world, people are drinking up Starbucks and can't even stop themselves. His net worth is in the billions, right? And you want to know the exact amounts, go ahead and go back to your email. I probably sent you an email today if you're on my list, right? Okay, now if J.K. Rowling stopped after being turned down by multiple publishers over years she had this vision in her mind. Years, she wrote this book. She was like, I think this is going to be a great book. And the publishers are like, what? No, not interested. Nope. Now, what if she quit? She could have quit and been like, maybe, you know what? Maybe being an author is just not for me. Maybe it's just not for me. I'm just going to go get a job. I'm sure like her friends and family was like, go get a real job. You're going to be a starving author. Okay? Now there's Harry Potter. Harry Potter has become movies, rides at amusement parks. People were dressed up over Halloween as Harry Potter because she did not quit, right? Here's another one. If Walt Disney actually quit too soon after his theme park concept was trashed 302 times, guys, there would be no Disneyland. There'd be no Disney World. There'd be no Disney Channel. There'd be no Disney anything. You wouldn't even know what Disney is, right? But he had a dream. He had a dream and he had a vision, and he knew that this is what I needed to do. So no matter how many people told him, it's not reasonable. That's crazy. Who would do that? Where will you find the money? How will you make money with this, right? He did not give up 302 times. That's a lot, guys. So many people are quitting after someone tells you no 2 times. You're like, oh, this doesn't work. Stop it, right? Because you can only win or quit. Last one, right? Because if you actually, I want you to think about this. What if they would have just given up? What if he went all 300 times and he could say he really put in a good effort because I tried, right? Have your kids ever told you that? My kids tell me that all the time. Oh, I can't find such and such. And I'm like, okay, go look for it. There's like, I already looked. Okay. The fact that you haven't found it yet means that you continue to look. It doesn't mean that it's magically disappeared, right? So I want you guys to really start thinking about your dreams, thinking about your visions. Why? Why am I here talking to you about this? Because I realized at a young age that that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help other folks think outside of what they see in their direct, immediate reality. Be able to show folks how to implement change and how to bring about change as a community. Okay, this is supposed to be a quick message. Of course, I'm at 11 minutes. I'm working on it, guys. 5 minutes. I'm trying. Leave a message below. Let me know that you got this far in the video. And I'll probably be shooting some more stuff later. I do have some training videos and stuff coming out for business owners, but this was just something I really needed to get off my mind, right? Because I want you to realize that you only have two options in life. There's going to be people that tell you no. There's going to be people that are going to turn you down. There's people that's going to say that's not realistic. There's people that's going to say I can't see your vision. It's going to happen. It's going to happen in your business. It's going to happen in your relationships. It's going to happen all in and out of your life, right? You have two options. You can keep going and win, or you can quit. That's it. Choice is up to you. Okay? Hope this has helped you, touched you, helped you out. Make sure you leave a comment below so that I know that I'm not just talking to myself. You know, me and my computer have this kind of relationship. We just kind of talk to each other. It tells me stuff, I tell it stuff. I'm hoping that you guys are actually on the other end out there. And you're watching, and that this is actually helping you to stretch your vision so that you can step into your purpose. Okay? For the rest of the week, I am going to be helping lots of folks, as I always am. I normally kind of limit it to the amount of people per day because I want to be able to pour into you and actually provide you with a fruitful consultation that will help to develop your strategy for success. Step out into your vision. Step right into your purpose. You were meant to be a leader, right? I got a wonderful message yesterday from a good one of my friends, and we're going to talk about this a little bit on the next video so we can cut this short. So stay tuned. You're meant to be a leader, and you're watching this for a specific reason. There are no coincidences. Renee Fouché always have something to say. Make sure you click the link that is possibly below this video if you want to get more information on how to develop your dreams and step into your purpose. And make sure you come visit me at ReneeFouchéFanpage.com. See you guys soon. Bye for now. Bye, guys.